A 22 female recently found out a lot about my mother, 40F, and stepfather, 49M. As some background, I don't live with them, but my brother, 15M, and sister, 18F, and I shared a Life 360 with our parents from when I did live with them, plus my siblings are on there, so I never left it. My parents have apparently been having financial issues, including asking my grandparents to help pay rent for multiple months, falling behind on payments, asking me for money, etc. My parents have also been going on trips almost every other weekend or the last few months, including going to the closest large city and coming home late. Going to the beach and to another state, but anytime we ask who they were going with or where they are going, they refuse to tell us. They also turn off their location anytime they go somewhere. Late August, they went a state away for a vacation, leaving my sister home to care for everything, multiple dogs, and farm animals. They refused to say where they were going, who they were going with, etc., and turned their Life 360 off. On their way home, a few days later, I went to check the app for different reasons, and it showed that they had stayed at a well known swingers resort. I confronted my mother, and she seemed embarrassed that her kids knew, but otherwise laughed it off. On the phone that night, my grandmother asked me why my mom was acting so weird lately, and she brought up that she thought my parents were at a swingers resort, and the fact they on the weekends that on the weekends they go out and come home late. So the most likely fact is that they're going to swingers bars. I confirmed this through the information I found out. On top of this, I found out today that my mother has a TikTok account with roughly 1,500 followers dedicated to, quote, the lifestyle that has implied sexual photos of her as well as videos with implied sexual meaning. My sister confronted her about it and told her it was embarrassing and asked her to remove the TikTok account. My mother refused, saying she wants to be an influencer and to share the lifestyle. My mother has no remorse for the account. She doesn't seem to care that her children know. Needless to say, my mother was furious when she found out my grandmother knew all about this. She said I had no right to share that and that her parents didn't need to know. I felt like they had a right to know since they are being lied to and since they are giving my mom money without knowing the full story.